Top 10 Most Powerful Commanders. 10. Irwin Rommel. Irwin Rommel was one of the most famous commanders of Germany during World War II. He served in the African campaign and gained fame as the Desert Fox. Rommel played an important role in the German army's significant victories in the African battles. He was known for his ability to quickly identify the weaknesses of his enemies and for his agility. In addition to the war in Africa, Rommel was also involved in strengthening Germany's defense lines until the Normandy invasion. However, he was removed from his position towards the end of the war due to his opposition to Hitler and was asked to commit suicide. Irwin Rommel is a significant figure in military leadership and strategic intelligence in the history of war. 9. Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan was a military leader and the founder of the Mongol Empire in 13th century Mongolia. At that time, there were many small tribes in the Mongolian region, and Genghis Khan united these tribes to form a strong army. Thanks to his military leadership skills, the Mongol army achieved great victories in many parts of Asia. Together with his soldiers, he launched expeditions to China, Central Asia, and Eastern Europe, and captured many cities. Genghis Khan was innovative and successful in terms of human resources and warfare tactics in his expeditions. He is also known as a fair leader who worked for the well-being of his people. Genghis Khan founded one of the largest empires in history and set an example in military leadership. 8. William Wallace. William Wallace was a military leader who lived in 13th century Scotland. He opposed Scotland's annexation to the English kingdom and fought for Scotland's independence. In 1297, Wallace led the resistance against English occupation of Scotland and defeated the English army at Stirling Bridge. This victory was a significant turning point in Scotland's struggle for independence. However, he failed against English supremacy in the following years and was captured and executed in 1305. Wallace became a symbol of heroism in Scotland's fight for independence and continues to be remembered as Scotland's national hero. 7. Khalid ibn AlWaleed. Khalid ibn AlWaleed is an important figure in Islamic history and was one of the commanders of the Muslim army in the early years of Islam. After the death of Prophet Muhammad, he played an influential role in the civil war that broke out among the Muslims and eventually contributed to the establishment of the Umayyad dynasty. Thanks to his military leadership skills, he led the Muslim army to many victories, especially in the Ridda Wars, the Battle of Mu'tah, and the Battle of Hunain. He is also known for his creativity in war tactics and his ability to make quick decisions. He was given the title the Sword of God and is considered one of the greatest military commanders in Islamic history. 6. Cleopatra of Alexandria. Cleopatra of Alexandria was one of the last rulers of ancient Egypt and is known for her political relationships with the Roman Empire. She first established a relationship with the Roman general Julius Caesar, which helped her maintain her throne in Egypt. However, after Caesar's assassination, she was defeated in a war she launched against the Roman Empire due to the chaos and civil wars in Egypt. Eventually, she was defeated by the Roman Emperor Augustus and committed suicide. There is not much information about Cleopatra's military leadership abilities, as she is known more as a political and diplomatic leader. However, she is considered one of the most famous and influential female leaders of the ancient world and has made her mark in history as a period of artistic, scientific, and cultural development in her country. 5. Hannibal Barca. Hannibal Barca is known as the most famous general of the Carthaginian Empire. He gained fame in the early 2nd century BC for his wars against the Roman Republic. Hannibal invaded Italy in the Second Punic War and won several major victories against Roman armies. His army crossed the Alps and entered Roman territory, defeating Roman armies in the battles of Ticinus, Trebia, and Trasimene. Hannibal's most famous victory was the Battle of Cannae, where he defeated the Roman army with a superior strategy and a complete encirclement tactic. However, Roman forces eventually prevailed, and Hannibal was forced to retreat to Carthage. Hannibal's military genius, tactical variability, logistic skills, and ability to read the enemy are still studied today by military strategists and historians. 4. Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu is one of the most influential military strategists in Chinese history. Believed to have lived in the 5th century BC, Sun Tzu is known for his famous work, The Art of War, which discusses military leadership and tactics. His work explains the fundamental principles of military leadership and strategies for warfare. Sun Tzu believed in the use of deceit and trickery in order to win a war. He also preached the importance of finding the weaknesses of the enemy and attacking those weak points in order to win a war. Sun Tzu's strategies for warfare and leadership principles are still studied and applied by military leaders and managers today. 3. Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte is one of the most famous military leaders in history. After the French Revolution, he emerged as one of the most talented commanders in the French army. He demonstrated his military genius in his wars in Italy, Egypt, Spain, and Russia. In 1804, he declared himself the Emperor of France and launched a series of wars to invade Europe. Napoleon's military successes played an important role in the development of modern warfare tactics and the restructuring of military organizations. However, he was defeated by the British and Prussian forces at the Battle of Waterloo and was exiled. Napoleon remains an important figure in history, and his leadership and military genius are still debated today. 2. Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar is one of the most famous leaders of the Roman Republic. Caesar started his military career at a young age and gained experience by fighting in Spain. Later, he led the Gallic Wars and brought Gaul under Rome's control. Caesar was also an important political figure in Rome, and in 49 BC, he crossed the Rubicon River from Italy and started a civil war. Caesar led a series of wars against Pompey and the senators, and eventually became the first dictator of the Roman Empire. He became an inspiration for future leaders of the Roman Empire, and under his rule, the power of the Roman Empire greatly increased. However, Caesar was assassinated by a group of senators in Rome. 1. Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great is one of the most important and successful commanders in history. He was born as the son of King Philip III of Macedonia and ascended to the throne at the age of 20 after his father's assassination. Alexander built a great empire by leading a series of wars against the Persian Empire. He conquered Greece, Egypt, Mesopotamia, Persia, and some parts of India, and established one of the greatest empires in world history. Alexander is known for his military strategy, leadership skills, and courage. He had personal units that played a significant role in battles, and he also valued his military and political advisors greatly. Although he died at a young age, Alexander has secured an important place in history, and his achievements are still discussed today.
If you enjoy this video, please don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video.